right. It's time for the Dog and Chicken Show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is episode 14 of the Dog and Chicken Show. Tonight, we'll be honest, we're lost. There's so much going on, but yet so little going on all at the same time. We don't have a topic for you tonight, so we're going to ramble.
We are unprepared. We are highly unprepared, but we are coming at you anyway.
So we kind of bantered back and forth a little bit on some things to talk about, but hey, we're going to see where this goes. Maybe this one will be good.
I think so. I mean, we're basically winging it. I mean, I'm winging it so hard tonight that I don't even have good whiskey to sip on while we're doing this. I
blasphemy. You just made everybody down south mad.
I'm sorry. The precious Jack Daniels. You know when I drank Jack Daniels when I was like in 8th grade?
Yeah.
Somebody gave me this, and I've had it forever. And I'm like, I guess I can pour that on rocks. I'm partial to my Irish and my Scotch nowadays. I'm more refined, but this will do in a pinch. And I'll be honest, it's not terrible on ice.
Yeah, all them. What's his name? Eric Church. Eric Church did a Jack Daniels song. They're all mad at you now.
I know, and I do like to wear the trucker hat and aviators. I feel like I'm insulting him now, and I've been to a couple of his shows, so I apologize. You're right.
Did you ever hear, what was the band? Old Number 7, I think was the album or the band? Or no, Devil Makes 3. That was the name of the band. And they did a song.
That sounds familiar.
They did a song called Old Number 7. It was about Jack Daniels. It's a really... Hold on. I'm going to pull that bitch up.
Do it.
We're not monetized, so we can play. I really don't care. Let me see here. Old Number 7. It was actually a pretty catchy song. I was really surprised. It was a band I'd never heard of. I think it was our buddy old Jack Schaefer was actually the one that introduced me to them. They had a few decent songs. I gotta get through this stupid YouTube ad. Oh my god, these things are ridiculous these days. Everything's got a YouTube ad now, and they're all like, you can skip through them, and every now and then you got that one where you get used to 5 seconds into a YouTube ad, and you can skip through it, and then once in a while you have to watch 15 seconds.
Yeah, I hear you.
Why is 15 seconds so damn painful these days?
I don't know. And I ditched Sling the other day and started doing YouTube TV, so testing that out now. But it's kind of the same thing where it pops up the ad and you can kind of skip through it. But yeah, it's like commercials with the other streaming, so you still got to watch X amount half the time. I
got mad at Hulu about that. That was the only reason I pay.
Oh.
Man, I do the live TV with DVR on Hulu, and I remember when Hulu first came out, and I was getting them. I was like, I do this so I don't have to watch commercials. I can watch any show I want. Man, there's commercials everywhere.
No, because the pricing tier on Hulu is outrageous now. Because the live is like $40, and that's still with ads.
Oh, it's still cheaper than doing Dish Network or any of that bullshit.
Well, yeah, I agree. But then when I downgraded, I kicked the live off, and I just went back to straight Hulu. I'm like, oh, now it was like $12 a month. Now I don't have to pay for. Or now I don't have to watch ads now. But then if you kick back down to like $6, then you can watch ads again. So that's what I did. I'm a cheap ass. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of bouncing back and forth on some of these streaming, and I'm missing a couple of channels, I guess, with the YouTube TV. Like I don't get Comedy Central. What was the other? Oh, like Nickelodeon I don't get, which is big in my house.
Yeah. Man, there's so many things to watch these days, though. You're never going to keep up. It's just... Everybody's like, you seen this show? Nope. Sounds cool.
I'm just trying to get caught up on the ones I actually like watching. Like, I'm like, I think at 3/4 a season behind on The Walking Dead. I just kind of given up to the point where I'll get there. I'll get back there.
Yeah, I'm never going to finish that damn thing.
Yeah, Better Call Saul. I haven't gotten to watch any of that this season because
Yep, I made
AMC's.
five episodes into that one. I loved it,
Oh,
but I just never could keep up.
get back into that one. I tell you that one's it's worth getting back into. Like I know there's spoilers and I've been avoiding them. But this season sounds good so far.
All right, real quick, we kind of went off on a tangent there. So going back to the Jack Daniels talk, here is Devil Makes Three, Old Number Seven. This is actually not a bad band. I'll play it along here. Should be able. Yeah, there we go. It's kind of folky, a little bluesy. Apparently starts really slow.
This actually sounds like the Dead South.
Oh, yeah, the South is dead.
Yeah. I'm adding this to my Spotify list.
They got several good songs on this specific album. This is a good song when you're really drunk on Jack Daniels. You just like sit there smiling while you listen to this, and you just enjoy it so much more. So yeah,
Yeah,
there's a
I can
nice
get into
little
that.
1 minute sample of that. And once again, we're not monetized. I will
No.
post the credits to that in the description below the video if you care to find that song and the link to the video. That will be in the page credits down below, so you can look them up because I think that's what I legally have to do to play that
Yes.
song on a YouTube video, even if I'm not monetized.
Right. Yeah, I think that's accurate. But yeah, that sounds like the Dead South. That's actually kind of a very similar sound. They've got a really good song. I can't think of the name of it all. I think it's In Hell Being Good Company. Check that one out if you like the sound of that. But I was going to suggest we went to the Tenacious D concert here in Lincoln. Me and Phil did, and Jeremy and his kid. The opening band was called Winchester, W-Y, Winchester.
Oh, because we got to get creative.
Yeah, we got to get. But they had is another two-man guy group, but a very similar sound to Tenacious D, but kind of bluegrass folksy. It was actually pretty good. They had a couple really good songs.
Right on. You listen to any of the new, either Tool or Volbeat, any of the new stuff they got? I think A Perfect Circle has a new album out now, too. I haven't listened to that at all.
I like the Volbeat stuff so far. Tool, I think their album drops. Is it tomorrow or next week?
I have no
I haven't
idea.
heard any of the new stuff though. But yeah, they got a new album out or coming out like here, like very very soon.
I'm so behind. Every time one of these new
Oh
ones would
yeah,
come out, I was like at the store that day buying the album. Man, I think that's something we've missed in music lately.
oh
Just in
yeah,
general, is the excitement around a new release of an album. Like I haven't been excited about a new release since the last Tool or the last Volbeat years ago.
yeah, yeah. I hear you. I don't. Yeah, you don't have to make a day of it and go check out the record store, or run up to another town to go buy the album. You can just got it free.
Yeah, it ruins it a little bit. I think.
It does.
Like album art's been gone for a long time. It really
Oh
has.
yeah. Oh, and that's why we're so damn confused on the lyrics nowadays because you don't have to pull out the tape deck or the CD album and flip through. Okay, now I know what they're actually singing in the chorus. I won't sound like a dipshit in the car with everybody else.
Yeah, and then you had half of them wouldn't put the lyrics in because they wanted you to just listen to it and figure it out.
Oh, I only bought music if I knew the lyrics were inside the cover art.
Yeah, you
Total
liar.
bullshit. Sounded good though.
Yeah, remember cassette tapes?
Dude, I was so like against buying CDs when they first started coming out because
You
I
were
had
a
my
holdout. You were a
I
holdout,
was
huh?
I was a holdout because I had my
You
entire
wanted to get the little like You make the little spit wad so you could stick it in the top so you could record over a shitty one. Is that what
Oh
you were
my
upset
god,
about?
dude. Okay, I've got a couple stories for you. Then, the I bought I had the frickin' Chumbawamba album on cassette.
Chumbawamba.
I had I had Tub Thumping on cassette tape, and for some reason somebody put a piece of tape over that little hole, and I had my talk boy or something, and somebody hit record and like recorded over the only good song on the frickin' tape. So I had to take it over to Mike's house because he had the CD. He'd play the CD. We put my cassette in the cassette deck and played the CD and recorded the song over on my cassette so I could have the uninterrupted song again. But getting back to the original point, I was a holdout. I had my entire Weird Al library on cassette, and I was just
Hold on, Tony,
devastated.
before you get too far, we got to reintroduce our audience to the amazing.
Oh yeah.
Somebody recorded over.
I'll get knocked out.
I can't believe somebody recorded over this.
I know. Why? It was an accident. It had to be.
Yeah.
It's such a terrible song.
It was. But it was a hit. Everybody loved it. It was before rap got stupid, and I blame songs like this for making rap stupid.
No, the '90s were just a weird time, man. Let's be just frank. Like the hits that would come out, like that was a hit, okay? But there was 36 more songs just like it that were just as dumb, but that were just as popular. For the sole fact that I say that, and I'm hearing myself say that, and I'm totally full of shit.
You want to smack yourself right now, don't you?
No, because they're just as dumb now. I mean, it's not like it's different now. That's why we have "What Does the Fox Say" and shit like that. I mean, it hasn't changed. It's not any different. We just pretend like it was better in the '90s, and it was.
Some stuff was.
But yes, anyway, my holdout, because I didn't want to transition my Weird Al library to CD, and I kept trying to convince people, well, if you have to stop listening to the song, you can just come back and pick up where you left off, so it's better than CD. But then I finally did buy a CD, and it was actually Weird Al running with scissors, and I never went back to tapes, so pour one out for cassette tapes.
Yeah. Remember mini discs?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
God, who had mini disc changers? We had a couple of buddies that had mini disc changers. Oh my god!
Why? Oh, did they have Betamax players at their house too?
I had Betamax. I remember my Oldsmobile Omega. I had a it wasn't Betamax. It was what do you call those?
8-track.
Yeah, I had an 8-track player in that sumbitch, and it worked.
The audio version of Betamax.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
No, I had that. It
8-tracks were the shit way back in the day. They didn't. Yeah.
So I held on. I had this box, this old it was one of the back in the day. I'm sure it was cool. It was like a leather case, and it was like velvet red inside and holders for your 8-tracks.
Yes.
And it just rotted away. It just got old and fell apart. But somewhere in my garage, I still have the 8-tracks for it, and it's like Dwight Yoakam and shit like that.
It was like a rectangular hard case.
Yep.
Okay, I had the exact same thing, but I used it for my Nintendo games.
Nice. Yeah, that's probably more of a worthy thing to store stuff.
I liked to think so.
It's better than Dwight Yoakam.
Well, hey, I've seen Dwight Yoakam in concert. He opened for Chris Stapleton. It was actually good.
I would be down with seeing Chris Stapleton.
He was good.
Dwight Yoakam.
I
guess I could try. I'm a fan of just art in general, I guess.
There you go.
I wouldn't be a total dick about it. I wouldn't pay a lot of money, though.
No, I wouldn't go out of my way. But he opened for Chris Stapleton.
For that.
There were people there that actually, I think, just went for him. And, Or no, actually, what am I saying? No, he didn't open for Stapleton. He opened for, did he open for Church? Now I'm totally confusing myself. Because... No, maybe it was Stapleton, because I think there were 2 openers for that. That's what I misremembered. Mandela effect, man. Or it's just this shitty Jack Daniels. I don't know, man. I can't keep track of anything. Let's go with
old number 7, yo.
Old number 7.
Yeah. What was your favorite Weird Al song?
Oh my god, dude! It depended. Like the first album I bought was the Palooza with him like doing the Jurassic Park T-Rex on the cover, because I was big into Jurassic Park when I was a little kid, and I'm like, oh, this is clearly Jurassic Park, and I bought that, and I didn't know what the fuck it was, but I got hooked like that. So probably the first one I liked was the one where he does Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody, but it's Bohemian Polka. That one got me hooked. Then obviously Bad Hair Day, Coolio cover, Amish Paradise is a classic. Smells Like Nirvana is a great one off of his. Just so
He's
many. I
like, I don't think people realize, like, everybody remembers one or two Weird Al songs,
oh
but
no.
there are so many. Like a casual fan now, Tony, you're
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
a
I'm
yeah.
deep. I was deep. I was very deep. I've seen him in concert. It's amazing.
But he's even got newer ones that a lot of people don't even know. He hasn't they haven't come out. So Weird Al got really famous because he was the first one doing parody songs and making music videos. So it was MTV music
Yeah.
videos that got him popular. Back when he
Yep.
was doing he did Michael Jackson's Beat It. He made his version of Eat It.
Yes.
He
Yes.
did what it was, the black or white one where he did the Oreo, the middle of the Oreo. I'm
Yep.
trying to remember that one.
Yep.
He had like, and
In
that's
the
what got
middle
him
of an Oreo,
the
the
white
white
stuff.
stuff. Hell yeah,
Yeah,
good stuff. The Food album was a great one. Yeah,
but he kept it going. And like you
dude.
mentioned the Nirvana one where he did the Smells Like Nirvana.
Yep.
Um, but like even more recently, he did. Oh god. Well, maybe I'll just play one. This was
I mean,
probably my most favorite, and this is only 5 years ago.
like 10 years ago, he was doing Miley Cyrus and shit, and I'm
Oh
like,
yeah,
man, I can't believe he's still going, and he's still going
he's still
today.
going. I think he just actually dropped another album within the last couple of years, to
Wow.
be honest.
I'm sure. I'm
Like
sure
the dude is so underappreciated with it,
he is.
and yeah, a lot of them are corny and they're silly, but some of them are hilarious. You're just like, what? Um,
I listened back to some of the older stuff, and I'm like, damn, that's a little more risque than I thought it
he,
was. I didn't get the.
well, everything 10 years ago was more risque. There's stuff we
Yeah.
could have said in high school you can't say now.
Oh, he's got songs that would totally be lynched now, if just
Oh
because of some of
yeah.
the stuff. Yeah.
Here's one of my most recent. This is about 5 years ago.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people haven't heard this one. I actually really enjoyed this one. I thought it was
Yeah.
hilarious. So stupid. So for those of you just listening, Tony's dancing along with this. So we're not actually showing the video here. We're just playing the
Yeah.
audio. Aluminum foil. So stupid.
Hell yeah.
But I mean, to me, that song made more sense than the one he was making fun of.
Oh yeah, the lyrics to Royals are, they make no freaking sense. And like there's at least like 9,000 covers of that, and I'd say his is probably the best, hands down.
Yeah, I could follow his.
Yeah. Yeah,
That was pretty
exactly.
funny.
Like I can relate to that. Yeah, I can get that now.
Yeah,
Instead of,
I'm gonna
like,
wrap my
oh,
sandwich in aluminum foil and throw it in a cooler.
that's more relatable than I think the original's about, like ODing in a bathroom. I don't know, honestly.
I didn't care.
I just know everybody like covers it on every season of The Voice now.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody's got to do it, apparently. Well, awesome. That was a good chat about music. That's not where we were going to go with this podcast
No,
at
that
all. We kind
was
of had a plan, but that was a good segue before we get started on the other topics, I guess. I don't know. Tony keeps peeking over his shoulder. If you guys haven't noticed,
yeah.
he's got a couple of kids sleeping on the couch, so he's trying to
Yes.
be quiet over here.
Well, once I can get them asleep, they pretty much stay asleep until they like wake up with a full diaper. But Yeah, getting them there was not simple.
It's kind of like you. You
Yeah,
sleep until that diaper gets filled up, and then you're like, Lindsay.
it fills up so fast at night nowadays. God, I'm getting old. It's awful, man.
So what do you
Why do
want
you
to?
think I married a nurse?
Yeah, no kidding. She knows how to wipe it. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
No experience. Okay.
eh, I've had better.
What do you want to move on to? We wanted to talk about some local activities going on
Oh
and some
yeah,
dipshit in the news recently,
yeah.
and then wanted to touch on we had conspiracy episode last week, folks. If you didn't see it, go back check it out. Episode 13 was the Epstein and Clinton body count conversation that we had. Pretty good podcast, a lot of good stuff. I did not post it on our Facebook page. I don't know. It's just I don't know if I wanted the attention.
You know, I think if anybody's following us from our Facebook views, I think at this point they'll get the notification for the subscription. They know we do it weekly. They can check it out. But yeah, I didn't share it either because it's one of those topics that I don't know. How many hits do we want on that?
I don't know. I drove 700 miles this week and didn't get killed. So
That's true. I'm glad that we were both able to be on the show tonight.
yeah. We neither of us got suicided,
No,
and
not yet.
I
Not
didn't
yet.
die in a plane crash or a car crash.
Right. Right. I didn't autoerotic asphyxiate, so we're all good.
I'm still waiting for that one. One of these days, whether it was
Wow.
Epstein Clinton's or not, I'm still waiting for that.
I mean, what a way to go, right? That's what they say. I'm assuming. I don't have a frame of reference here, I guess.
You ever seen the comedian Kyle Dunnigan? I
That
think I
sounds
sent you the
familiar.
video from Instagram.
That sounds familiar.
The
Which,
Instagram video with Trump, Clinton, and Epstein.
oh, maybe.
I just sent it to you the other night.
Did I not?
So folks listening in, if you have Instagram, look up Kyle Dunnigan one. For some reason, he's got to have a one at the end of his. But what he does is he makes these hilarious face swap videos, and most of the time he's making fun of Kardashians and Bruce slash Caitlyn Jenner and doing these really funny like little skits that he does by himself and doing these face swap videos. Well, he did one with three screenshots, and one was Clinton, one was Epstein, and one was Trump. And it's Epstein pops up on there, and he's like, "Oh man, thank you guys for hanging out with me." You know what? Hold on.
Okay,
I
yeah.
don't I don't know if I can get in trouble for
I
sharing.
don't. Well, yeah. I think you'll be all right. Yeah, I
Nobody's
don't know
watching.
why.
I might.
I I clicked on the link and I don't know why it didn't open. I tried to watch it and I forgot to go back to it when I had another chance. So yeah, I didn't get to watch it yet.
I hate Instagram on a computer. It doesn't work as good as my
Yeah,
phone.
no, it doesn't work worth a shit. Like
It's
if you go to
terrible.
Instagram on the computer, like it's basically looking at you like, okay, I'll load it, but why are you here?
It's garbage.
It is. It's terrible.
Oh my god, I can't even go to Kyle Dunnigan's page on here. Anyway, folks, if you want to check it out, oh my god.
Holy hell!
Okay, here we go. I finally got it. My my computer just went crazy. Sorry, folks. Hopefully that didn't blow anybody's eardrums out. It did mine. I'm wearing headphones here. All right. I won't share the video. I'll just play the clip because you can hear it just fine, and then I'd have less editing to do.
True.
Okay. He does a lot of hilarious ones. I love the one where he makes fun of Ray Liotta because Ray Liotta got kicked off the Chantix commercial. So Ray Liotta did a Chantix one, so he made one. He made a video pretending to be pretending to be Ray Liotta. And he goes, "Yeah, I'm on fucking Chantix." He's like, "Yeah, and I'm still smoking. What the fuck's your problem?" But then he did a follow-up one where it shows Ray Liotta. He pops a cigarette in his mouth, and he's like, "Yeah, Chantix fired me. It's all right." And he's like, "They replaced you with a turkey. They replaced me with a fucking turkey? Are you fucking kidding me?" And then all of a sudden it goes this little cutscene. After that, no turkeys was safe ever again. It's fucking great.
That was pretty good.
All right. Anyway, so here's the audio from Epstein, Trump, and Clinton.
Thanks for trying to cheer me up, boys.
Hey, no problem,
Anything
buddy.
for you, pal.
I'm so bored in here.
You try spanking it?
Yeah, if I were you, I'd be hugging my hog all night.
Yeah, I've been doing that all the time.
What do you use for a choker?
What do you mean?
Wait, are you choking your chicken and not choking yourself? Oh, boy.
Oh, my God. Of course you're bored.
Yeah, wrap something around your neck, you silly Billy, and get cranking.
Okay.
Yeah, something that won't break.
Yeah, now start twerking your Twinkie. Well, that's it. That's it.
You gotta really lean into it, Jeff. Don't back off.
I'm getting tunnel vision.
Good.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, that means the high is right around the corner, so keep pushing it.
Yeah, keep pushing it. Keep pushing it. Jeff? Oh, shit, quick, Bill, hang up.
Yeah, you're...
Oh, quick shit, Bill, hang up.
Oh
Oh,
God.
it's hilarious. So that's how Jeffrey Epstein died.
Oh, well,
A
I guess-
three-way FaceTime with Bill Clinton and Donald Trump.
Well, I guess our whole video last week was all for naught. Damn it.
That's hilarious. Sorry. All right, sidetrack. So,
That's all this has been is a sidetrack.
yeah, it's okay though. That was good stuff. That was good.
I like it.
Giving some props out to some folks.
Yeah. What are we counting down to behind you, by the way?
Fuck, I don't know. I just play a background video,
Like it's
so I don't have a.
It's literally.
It's
been
weird if I have a
counting
blank
down.
TV playing. Like,
Yeah. All right. That's fair.
so this
But I was
is my
gonna say, like,
this is my office. So I do my podcasting here, and then I put my work laptop here, and then in the morning I watch like news or podcasts or YouTube over here while I'm working on my laptop. So right now it's weird if I just have a TV shut off and there's nothing to see behind me, and I'm just trying to make something interesting back there. But yeah, it's a countdown to something. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Like when we first jumped on, I noticed it was like counting
know
down.
what's
I'm like,
doing
oh, I can't wait to see what happens. And nothing happened.
Yeah,
It's still better than mine. I think
I just like to keep you in suspense. That's all.
I got Mickey Mouse on behind me, but at least it's better than Peppa Pig.
Yeah, it is better than Peppa Pig.
Give
All
me
right.
just a second.
Yeah, for sure. So I think what we're gonna do with the next piece of this episode, folks, is maybe we'll get on track with what we wanted to do. So we'll end it with some conspiracy follow up, since we talked about that a lot lately, and we just kind of hit on it again. One thing that's happened locally around Geneva, York, and even made it up to Sioux Falls was. Oh, what is this gentleman's name? Many of you saw it on Facebook, so especially those around Geneva and York area. This kid on YouTube does this. Well, he does this shitty thing where he goes out at like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning and goes and harasses cops until the cops
Well,
come
let's
to
preface
check on
this.
him. Okay, yeah, preface.
Let's preface this with I actually do, like, you're browsing YouTube on your phone and you come across like the cop harasses person or cop gets owned, and you click on it, you watch it.
It's
And-
clickbait. It's
Yeah,
all clickbaity.
It is, but you watch some of them, you're like, man, that cop is a dick. Cool, he got owned. Good for the person with the camera. You know, they knew their rights. Good for them. That is not what this is at all. This guy is specifically. This is clickbait to the extreme. He's going out of his way to be obnoxious and be very creepy, and then wonders why he's being harassed. So go ahead.
So, and I watched not only the Geneva one, and then a couple days later he was in York. A couple days after that, he came up to Sioux Falls, and then another night he went to one of the air bases up here in Sioux Falls. We have a couple of them up here. And then he went back down to Texas, thank God. So yeah, apparently he's gone. He's at everybody's hair.
Well, somebody's going to shoot him at some point, and it won't even be a cop.
So in a way, I kind of think that's what he's wanting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
It is.
he wants to get famous. That's obviously what this is. This is all an attention grab. So like I said, I don't even want to mention his page. He's already got
No.
12,000 subscribers. I'm looking at his YouTube page off to the side right now, and 12,000 subscribers. And this is just, it's idiotic nonsense. So the Geneva one got 399 likes and 187 dislikes. So not a good ratio going there. Over almost at 12,000 views just for the Geneva video. So kudos to him. He's
12,000 now.
almost 11,960 is what it's counting
Jesus.
right now.
I made sure to be as obnoxious as possible on the comments of that one.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the comments are not very intelligent.
Oh no, they are not. I don't know if it's the girlfriend or just a friend or just a follower of him, but there is one person on there that just follows anybody around and just is a massive tool. It's bad.
Yeah. So this is the type of people you're dealing with. So show up to a town of what's Geneva, 3,000 now?
Like 2,100?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
okay, so let's go there at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. So what do you think the cops are expecting from a vehicle they've never seen at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning? I don't, like, if it was a local, if it was me or you, and they drove by, they'd be like, oh, that's Tony. Oh, that's Chicken.
Yeah, exactly.
And if we
You're-
look drunk, then they might give us
Yeah.
some shit. But if we're just
You're
standing
out
there,
of
we
state.
wave and say, hey, man, what's going on? They just keep going. They go about their business.
You're out of state. It's 3 in the morning. You're running around by the courthouse and the cop shop with a walkie-talkie, and then you're claiming you aren't looking conspicuous.
And then running
Yeah.
from the courthouse through the yard to the bullpen, and then talking shit, flipping the cop off. Like,
Oh yeah, it's instantaneous. Like he doesn't even try to have a conversation like a lot of these people who do these cop audits do. There's no conversation. He walks up. What are you doing? What's going on? Oh, you're a piece of shit. I hate you.
he's getting disorderly. He's getting
Yeah,
disorderly.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you,
Instantly.
dude.
Oh, it's terrible. Like this is your famous. This is your MO. Go there, strange time of night, be strange, be a piece of crap, be very disrespectful, and then claim your rights were infringed upon. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And that's people like this. People are following him and telling him, "Good job, kudos to you for keeping them on their toes." What?
Yeah, for
Really?
the people that keep you safe at night. Way to go for being a dick.
Well, and then, yeah, on the comments, there was somebody saying, here's the number to the county shop and the cop shop, and you need to call them. I called them 3 times, and they kept hanging up on me. Well, that's just bullshit. I can't believe they would do that.
Because you're being a dick.
They know why you're calling. Have you never heard of caller ID? After the first time, they know what you're doing. Of course they're going to hang up on you, you frickin' moron.
Yeah. It's kind of like those robocallers. Like, they come in and they always do that. Hi, this is Susie. I called the other day because you had inquired about a loan. No, I didn't. I've not inquired about any loans in like 5 years.
Are you still interested?
Yeah, and it's all
you
a
still want it?
robocall. It's all that
Yeah.
crazy crap. But it's just like those. Now, when I see those, like if I don't know your number, I just answer the phone while I'm driving in the car, and I let you listen to whatever I'm listening to. And I'll let that son of a bitch play forever.
Should have our show on at least then. Maybe we get a new viewer.
That's a little conceited if I drove around in my car and listened to our show. Isn't that weird?
Well, you're only half of it though. I mean, it's not like you'd only be listening to yourself. Like if it was you talking for an hour and you listen to that, then I'd probably have a problem with it.
So let's talk about that.
Okay, let's talk about it.
I do. I have to listen back to the show, and it's weird to me. I don't like to do it, but I have to. So when I'm editing these videos, you have to come back and listen to it and
Yes.
review everything that you said and how
Yeah.
bad is this. And there's times, Tony, a certain high-profile individual I called a cocksucker on one of our episodes, and you immediately said you should probably cut that out. And yeah, you have to go back and listen to stuff like that, and you got to be really, really careful at this day and age. And man, you can get just raked over the coals if you say one bad thing, and
Yeah,
I
you
say
gotta
a
be careful.
lot of bad things.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, you have to go over it with a fine tooth comb because you're like, I don't remember saying anything bad, but there's a strong possibility I said something bad.
Oh yeah, there's always a strong possibility I said something bad.
Yeah, in 2019, you can't just turn it on and let it roll. You've really got to have a conscience.
So I would contribute that to us being more, and as graphic as we talk sometimes, and as crazy as we might get sometimes, we're more responsible with the message we're trying to put out there in the conversation. We're having fun. We're making light of
Yeah.
conversation. We're joking around a lot of times. These guys are serious. So we're going back to this crazy kid with the pudgy
Yeah.
little fat fingers, because that's the first thing I noticed with this kid. He had a southern accent, and everybody, you're getting disorderly, and look at my fat pudgy little fingers as I flip
Oh
you
no,
off.
no, no! The comments, somebody said, "Oh my gosh, Patrick, you have such tiny fingers. I feel so bad for your girlfriend."
Oh, nice. So
Like, all right, that's kind of funny.
So I'll give kudos to what is Remix rank now? Is he deputy? Is he sheriff? I haven't been around there in so long.
I think he's like all the above. It's basically just whatever you want to call him. At
either
this
way,
point.
kudos to Remick. He kept us cool. Yeah, he came and he approached him a couple times and but he was doing his job. He's just dude's acting weird and he was staying close and making sure, if anything, he had the guy scared enough to where he jumped in his car and drove out of town, freaking out, thinking he was going to get pulled over. So kudos, good job. You got rid of him.
Well,
Some bitch left.
The best part's towards the end of it. He's like, "Man, this guy's harassing me. He's harassing me. Am I being detained?" As he's like getting in the truck and just ignoring him and leaving. He's harassing me as he's leaving me alone by ignoring me.
Yeah, am I being detained? Yeah, and he never once got touched. And
No,
it's like,
I think the one in York.
so the York one, dude. The York
haven't
one
watched
was
that.
funny. I like the York one. That and so he did a lot of the same stuff in the York one, but then like the cop finally was like, "Oh, piss off! I'm going to the vehicle." And they covered up the license plate, and he did the whole, like, "You don't have to see the license plate. We're not driving, blah, blah, blah. Look at my fat fingers, fuck you, flip you off." Like, doing all that dumb shit. But then the cop just walked over to the VIN, shined a flashlight on it, and he's like, "No, you can't look at that." And he tries to put his hand over the VIN, and the cop, like, swats his hand away, and he goes to put it there again, and he takes his flashlight and swats his hand again. And you could watch the video. It's not like he, like, smashed it. He just, like, kind of like swats him, and he goes,
Yeah.
"Ow, ow, you smashed my finger." Like he went crazy. He went like, oh God, how do I put it? The most ridiculous dramatized finger crush that didn't happen ever. And then he even made a follow-up video that he had to
Oh,
go
jeez.
to urgent care the next morning, and he had one of those like Walmart like little like straps that goes around your finger. He's like, the hospital said I had a fracture on my finger. This one's fine, but this one's got a fracture. I'm like, good, that little shit can't flip anybody off anymore. He fucking fractured his finger. Dude, the kid's a douche. He is a total douche. I don't know how he gets the money to drive across the country to go fuck with cops at 4 a.m. I don't know what he's doing with his daytime. I don't know what he's doing with that girl because she's not very intelligent at all. He's not much. He's not intelligent either. So I don't know. Maybe they're two peas in a pod. Fuck.
How does he have like 12,000 subscribers and we don't? Because we're hilarious.
Because he's catering to those. So, Tony, you ever heard the
man.
hookworm theory in the South?
Oh boy, why don't you tell us?
So,
I'm excited.
I'm glad we don't have a whole lot of followers from the South because this is going to piss them off if we do.
Well, we probably will now. Jack Daniels needs to be a tag on the video.
Old number 7.
Yes. So yes,
So-
let's build that southern base.
So that
Hospitality.
southern stereotype of the dumb, kind of lanky, lazy, and weird, southern type guy comes from the actual hookworm, because everybody walked around barefoot and they would get hookworms. And hookworms actually, and I'm trying to remember what it does to your body, but it makes you act like that. It makes you dumber. Hookworms make you dumber, and more men in the South were infected with hookworms than anywhere else. And that's where the stereotype came from. Is they're like, oh yeah, they all got
Wow.
hookworm down there, so they're all the southern hookworm idiots. Like,
Okay. So it's basic genetics, is what you're saying. And
it's
then-
not genetics; it's an infection.
Oh no, the infection spread, and then they reproduce. So I assume that parasite
Well-
carries over.
Or they just keep walking around barefoot because they don't wear
Well.
any goddamn shoes.
Maybe that's why my kids keep eating dog food. They run around barefoot. So
Well, and then you feed your dog blueberry Cheerios.
no, they fed the dogs blueberry Cheerios.
Well, so they eat the dog's food, and the dog eats their food. Fair trade.
You know what? That's a good point. You know what? You got a point there. Kudos. Good. You connected the dots.
Yeah.
Conspiracy solved.
Conspiracy solved. So yeah. Anyway, we got this douchebag driving across the country, and he's provoking cops that are actually trying to do their jobs. And I'm sure one of these days he's gonna run into a cop that's a total asshole, and steps out of
Fingers
line.
crossed.
And
Fingers crossed.
that's exactly, and that's the difference. So, like, if you see one of those videos on YouTube or Facebook that you mentioned of a cop being a dick that somebody recorded, and I've seen the ones where nobody in the vehicle's doing anything wrong and the cop shoots somebody, it's just like what the hell just happened? These guys, they are asking for it, and they're publicly showing how much they're asking for it. So kudos to the first cop that loses their shit on these folks. And kudos to those that kept their cool so far. Appreciate you folks doing everything you do every single day and keeping the community safe and dealing with dipshits like this.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not a cop. I'm hoping it's just somebody who recognizes what he's doing and goes, you know what? You deserve a bullet in the foot. Pow.
Yeah. Well, okay. Don't condone violence or threaten violence. That'll
Well,
get
of
you
course
pulled on
not.
here.
But, vigilante is going to vigilante, and I can't be responsible, I can't suggest, but I can't also prevent it from here. So,
Right.
I mean, obviously now I can't, because we're probably going to bring in a SWAT team to take over for our sheriff department, because he exposed how piss poor our sheriff department is.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
he not? I
Because-
think he did.
Because they're investigating a strange couple sitting on the side of a dark road, walking through to the courthouse at 4 a.m, ringing a bell.
Well, yeah, like you're trying to get their attention. That's not a hard thing to do. So, good job, I guess. It's just the worst kind of stupid.
Yeah, it was beyond stupid. I don't know why we've spent so much time on this guy, honestly, but
Yeah, I agree.
I'm upset I spent so much time watching his videos. Like I was hoping when he got his finger smashed, I was hoping it was real. When I went back and watched it, I was like, oh, he's just being a bitch.
We gotta play it up. It's like wrestling. You gotta really sell the injury.
You know what? That's exactly what he did. Good. I like that.
Yeah. See,
He should be
Learn
a pro.
something.
Well, he's too pudgy to be a pro wrestler. He's not athletic at
No,
all. Yeah, I tell you what,
that-
he ran through that courthouse yard pretty damn fast though. He was huffing and puffing. He was out of breath, but he made it. Maybe he's more athletic than I'm giving him credit for. Maybe.
well, let's see. You can't assume things.
Should
Not
we
in this day
put
and
him
age.
up against Phil KOE?
Yes, let's. I think that would be a stellar debate. Let's make that happen.
I don't think we need a debate. I think we just need a good old freaking ladder match.
We could make that happen too. If he ever comes back to Geneva, we'll just be waiting down in the bullpen with the title and the ladder.
You heard it here first, folks. If anybody hears of this little shit coming back, calling you out. Phil KOE's got your number.
I should probably tell Phil.
Yeah, he ain't coming back.
Nah, he ain't coming back. Hopefully.
Hopefully. All right, what do we got next?
Let's just I mean, you want to talk about our feelings?
Well, I had,
I was
I had
kidding.
kind of a shitty week, honestly.
Oh, I did too,
I had a
actually.
shitty day.
I literally had a shitty day. Like, I changed 7 runny poopy diapers in a matter of 2 hours, I think it was. And then I went to work, and towards the end of the day, I had this arm shoved this far into dark holes with rotten beans in them, and
Oh
literally
god.
right,
Okay. I was like, where are you going with this?
I can still smell rotten beans on me. So
So
another
is
8
rotten beans
showers.
code for?
Rotten beans, soybeans.
Okay.
Just
You're just like,
yeah.
I shoved my hand up into a dark hole.
Yes.
Like
No,
the
this is.
imagery that you're
I
doing,
know.
you showing your hand with a hole, and
Actually,
the
it was
way
like
you're
this.
saying it, like- okay.
No, this is not. This is not metaphor. This is literally what I did. When it rains, moisture gets in on the dust and the beans or corn that's trapped in these little chutes and tunnels and stuff. You got to dig it out, and all I had was my hand. So now I'm smelling terrible. It's great. I'm honestly, I haven't been able to smell for the last week, and today I can finally start to smell. I'm like, great.
It's a great day to bring the smell back.
Yeah, let's get that sense amped back up. I'm excited. Or maybe that's what it took to break the congestion.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Today was my day off, and I got up at 6 and started working. And I,
What?
and to be fair, I did a little work from home. Like I get the advantage of doing that every now and then, especially if it's my day off. I do a lot of stuff remotely, and then I go to a store and I'm working there for a little while. And I don't know, my boss didn't do anything out of the norm today. I was just in a mood, and and normally he gives me attitude, and I just kind of I'm a little snarky back sometimes, and I make it a joke, and then we move on with life. Now today he kind of got snarky with me, and I got snarky back, and he got snarky again, and I called him, and he wouldn't answer the phone because he knows when I call directly after a text, that means I'm pissed and I'm gonna go off. So yeah, he didn't answer, and so I had to sit there and stew for a while. And then the text started rolling, and then it turned into the group text with everybody. And then I got a phone call from one of my peers going, "Shut the fuck up, dude. I know what's happening right now. You need to stop, or we're all going to pay for this." I'm like, so I had to swallow my pride. And at that time, I'm like, you know what? It's my day off. I don't even know why I'm here right now. I'm going home. And I'm going to cool off. And I still have
There you
stuff
go.
to turn in by the end of the day. So I go home at like 3:30. And my son gets home from school. He gets to come off the bus by himself now and walk home and all that cool stuff. So he walks in, and I'm like, sit and hang with him for about an hour. I'm so mad at my boss. I actually started doing chores. That should tell you something. Any of you that really know me, I hate doing chores. I hate doing dishes. I hate doing certain things. I did dishes today because I was so mad.
Got to get your mind off of it. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, pretty much. And all of that was in an effort to not start drinking at 3:30. I had to distract
Well,
myself, like, because otherwise I would have been starting a long time ago. I was fit to be tied.
I feel like you made the right choice then. I think in hindsight.
Yeah, that doesn't happen to me often, but yeah, that's where I was. So yeah, when you text me earlier, and I was trying to stall you on doing this because I was like, I'm not prepared for any topics. I'm in a bad fucking mood today. But no, I'm kind of glad we did. You know,
See, yeah, I mean, takes your mind off it, and we literally had like no agenda tonight, and it just kind of
it's flowing
flowed
just fine.
nicely.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, let's see. I guess one of our main goals was we were going to kind of throw out some topics, some conspiracy topics.
You wanted to talk about the Denver airport conspiracy.
Yeah, I don't know why this one seems fascinating to me. I've only seen a couple little tidbits on it, but apparently the concept here is the Denver airport is like the epicenter of evil, and that's like the portal to hell, and it's where all evil lies and is laying dormant. Oh, you got okay. What do you got? Okay, here we go.
All right,
Yes,
there's a whole so look at the runways and how they're laid out. It's almost in a Nazi symbol.
swastika.
That's a bit of a
Ooh,
stretch.
yeah, it is huge stretch. I can see it after it's suggested.
Yeah. Let's see. What's the shattered windshields incident? Some
See, there,
claim that
yeah.
in 2007, 14 commercial aircraft spontaneously shattered windshields as they presumed a result of electromagnetic pulses.
Ooh. See, I think there's some. I think there's something here. I think this could be a topic some night. I think this will be a good one.
So here's
Rick.
the stuff I remember looking into. The
The
weird
artwork.
art.
Yes, that's what I remember. Okay.
Like
Yeah, it's weird.
that one.
Yeah. What is that?
It's,
Now I'm seeing the Nazi connection.
yeah, I totally see that Nazi connection now. Like that is strange.
Yeah, that's weird. Then the next one's not. Oh yeah, then there's that weird ass like horse. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of weird art.
There's a ton of weird art. And there's like supposedly underground tunnels. Supposedly, there's so many things in this airport that I've seen documentaries on this. They get real deep onto NASA conspiracies, Nazi conspiracies.
Ah.
There's a ton of stuff. Like, just look at the references. This is just on rationalwiki.org, which is kind of where you get like your starting grounds for a conspiracy theory. They do a good job on giving you some links on where to first look, and then that starts your rabbit hole. But
Yes.
there's a lot there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to dive into this one. I think I like this for a topic some night.
That's a good preview of something we might delve into. I think that one would be a fun topic.
Yes. Then we got a bit of a grab bag here of just potential topics.
Real quick, we've been talking a lot about conspiracies lately, and I think it'd be fair to maybe talk about ones that are true.
Yes.
And then we can talk about some that we want to get into, but because there are a lot of true conspiracies that eventually did come out. So I'm not sure if you ever heard of this one, Project Sunshine. You ever heard of that one?
Yeah, I've heard of it. I don't know much about it though, but I have heard of it.
So this was a conspiracy that the U.S. government were stealing dead babies during radioactive testing.
Okay.
And it was true.
Yeah, okay. And just research purposes, right?
Yeah, so what they were doing is and it wasn't like it was creepy because they weren't just taking dead babies, they were taking dead baby body parts.
Right.
And so over 1,500 impacted families that we know of. And they wanted to see the results of nuclear blasts and certain radioactive testing and what it would do to children and infants. But they wanted fresh meat was pretty much what they were looking for. That's weird.
Oh, it's incredibly weird, but you can understand why they want the data.
Yeah.
I get it, but yeah, it's incredibly creepy.
So that's
with such a nice name like Project Sunshine.
Yeah. So that's in the nuclear age. Let's go back in time a little bit. Let's go back to Prohibition. Did you know during Prohibition that the U.S. government was actually, because there was some liquor and alcohol available, but that was the ones that were available, they were mixing poison in it to make sure people did not want alcohol anymore.
Yeah. Okay, I remember hearing that. That's right. Yeah. I've heard that.
We were purposely poisoning our citizens. Way to go.
Well,
US.
I mean, looking at it now in 2019, like, I get it.
Well, yeah, now poison a lot. Here's a big one. This one's huge. You ever heard of MK Ultra?
Yes.
Do you know what that is?
That's the CIA mind control, right?
Yes, and it actually happened. The
Yes.
CIA, it started with them testing LSD and hallucinogenic drugs on Americans upon volunteers, but it got bigger than that, and to the points that we still don't know because there's still a lot classified on MK Ultra.
Oh yeah.
And that shit gets deep. Today's conspiracy theorists still talk about who's in MK Ultra, and they think this is still going on.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, there's probably several offshoots of the project that went in several directions, so you guarantee it's still going on to many different degrees.
Here's one that I honestly didn't know until a few days ago. The Dalai Lama. Did you know he was paid by the CIA?
I'd heard something like that. Is that actually true?
$180,000 he was being
For
paid.
what?
So it was part of the CIA was funding the Tibetan resistance. They gave $1.7 million a year to the Tibetan resistance to kind of slow down China from building any more on their infrastructure.
All right.
And yeah, Dalai Lama got $180,000 for that.
Wow. That's not a bad payday. I'll take that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Which, yeah, even when did that happen?
Hell, I don't know. When was Dalai Lama? When did he die? It wasn't that long ago.
No.
We're so forgetful as people on like even the most
Mandela.
recent things. Yeah,
Mandela.
Yeah, no kidding. We all know the government's spying on us. That's not a new one.
Hey, I was going to say, I can't say, hey, Google too loud because my fucking speaker will go off.
Yeah, right. How about Gulf of Tonkin? You heard of that one?
Yes.
So
Elaborate, though.
So the Gulf of Tonkin, this was August 2nd, 1964. This was a faked attack provoked to support for the Vietnam War. This did not happen the way the folks really think it did. So the news had reached America, and the facts surrounding the North Vietnamese attack on our ship, which was the naval ship Maddox. The information was really fuzzy at the time. So when the information at that time, it just made it sound like the Koreans or the North Vietnamese, sorry, not the Koreans, the North Vietnamese had attacked us, which led to us getting into the Vietnam War. It didn't happen. We made it up.
Yeah. So
To start war.
Yeah, that's probably why 9/11 conspiracies are so popular, because of stuff like that.
Yeah. So that's sad.
Yeah,
That killed a lot of people.
Yeah. How about a happy
Let's
one?
see.
Let's do a happy one.
Oh, okay. Here's a happy one. For decades,
Not a Project Sunshine.
No. For decades, tobacco companies buried evidence that smoking is deadly. That's the conspiracy. The truth is
that really a conspiracy?
Yeah. No.
Because that's absolutely accurate.
Is
I
it?
didn't need. Of course it is. And yeah, just like tobacco companies don't market to kids. Are you kidding me? When we were in high school, Skoal came out with Berry Blend, Kool-Aid flavored chew. Yeah, we weren't marketing towards kids. No. You know how excited we were? You know how excited we were to finally get our hands on a can of Berry Blend? Oh, I still remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah. There's only one ET buried in the desert, and that's the Atari video game.
Oh, there's more than one, because there's like tens of thousands of the same game.
Yeah. The game that
that was absolutely true. They dug him up, and now I think the ones that were actually buried in the desert are actually worth some money. If if you get a hold of one off of the internet, you can actually have a collector's item, if you will, because you can't play it. And trust me, you want to, because it's such a great game.
Oh, it's terrible. Worst game
It's
ever.
fucking
Worst
oh my God.
game ever made.
There you go. We can do top 10 worst games ever made. I don't think we all need 3 lists though for that.
Yeah, no, we don't. Did you know that the Canadian government actually tried to create gaydar?
I'd heard that.
It's
Yeah.
true. In the 60s, they
Yeah.
were so afraid of gay people, they were trying to create gaydar.
Did they succeed?
No,
No.
but half of them turned gay.
Wait a minute. That's pretty great. Like, wow.
And then there's the, oh, excuse me, a secret society that rules the world, the Illuminati, and the U.S. National Security Agency are in cahoots.
I mean, but don't we mostly just widely recognize that as true? And you know what? No, people actually don't want to believe that. People do not want to believe that our government is run by people that we don't elect. Like, people actually believe like that the entire election process and all of that we see on TV and all of that is accurate, and that's how we appoint these people, and those people are the ones in power and they dictate law. Okay, if you want to believe that, that's fine. I'm not going to call myself an enlightened individual because I don't buy that horse shit, but I think it's a little naive to think that we don't have a lot of shadow government going on, folks. I'm sorry.
There's probably a little bit. I don't know if it's as big as everybody thinks it is. There's some shady
to-
fucks out there doing some
To
shit
the
behind the scenes.
degree,
Yeah.
right. But, I mean, look at it this
You're
way.
also the one that says that presidents aren't elected, they're selected.
Yes,
Who's
I
selecting
absolutely-
them?
I absolutely believe that.
Who's selecting them then? Is this shady government?
Yes,
Is it different?
absolutely. Because, okay, if you look at it like, if you don't look at government from your typical 3 branches of government, and you look at it within...
Because they
where
all
the
have checks and balances that are equal.
Right, absolutely. But if you add in a couple more branches being corporate and Hollywood, like people in that type of work with the money and the influence and the power that people high up in Hollywood and on Wall Street have, like
Yeah,
a lot
don't
of those
fuck
people
with
are
Tom Cruise or the Wolf of Wall Street, yo.
exactly. Some of those people are more wealthy and more powerful than people in office. So you can't tell me that people like that aren't meeting in one of those shady little rooms that you see on the conspiracy movies in a big oval circle going, yes, kill him. Yes, no, he lives. He's cool. He's fine. Like, stuff like that happens. It just has to. Like, I'm going to be so disappointed if stuff like that doesn't happen. And we actually elect some of the idiots that we elect, and that's actually how they get put into power.
Yeah.
But no, I think that the presidency as a whole is kind of... It's more of a sock puppet to me. I don't know. Like, look at our president now. Like, he's mostly there to sidetrack people from things that are happening in the world.
So if you want, we can do a whole episode on my thoughts on that. That goes deep. That's like a 3-hour long podcast, to be honest.
I can offer a couple little quick
Like-
jabs, but yeah, I can let you roll with that.
Like I think there's a lot more going on than most of us realize, and
Yeah, for
a lot
sure.
of my predictions, especially the tariff things, and then what China did today with their response to it. Oh man, it's playing out perfect. I hope my prediction's correct. If my prediction's correct, the Federal Reserve will be going away. This is a perfect play to put the country in a position to where we will eliminate the Federal Reserve, not for a gold standard necessarily, but we'll get rid of the Federal Reserve due to how we're running this right now. Because this is not this is not an economy being ran by the Federal Reserve's interest rates and regulations anymore. Trump put his guy in and keeps telling that guy what to do, even though that guy says, "Hey, man, we need to raise these interest rates." We're heading to a recession. We got all this stuff going on. I think Trump knows what he's doing. He's trying to collapse that Federal Reserve. Everything's going to get blamed on them, and they're going to be out. Outie. It's not going to happen for another couple years, but it's going to happen.
Okay. You heard it here first, folks. There you go.
Yeah.
Big prediction right there. Yes. That's not, we're going to win this game by 3 touchdowns. That's bigger than that. Damn. That's calling your shot, Holmes.
That's some deep shit. I got a lot going into that one.
I like it.
God, oh yeah. So what do you think of the New World Order? Thoughts on that?
You know, that's not one I've looked a ton into. Like, I know you're very in tune with it. Phil's been all over that for years. Like, that would be a 6-hour podcast between just you and Phil. Holy crap.
Yeah, probably.
That'd be a good topic, though. Actually, that'd be a fun one.
Here you go. This will creep you out.
Global controls will have to be imposed, and a world governing body will be created to enforce them.
Yeah.
That's creepy enough. Yeah. Jesus. See, that's shadow government right there. Just one little group behind the scenes, man, pulling the strings. Puppets. Yeah. We're all puppets.
So the fun part about that one, Tony, is I actually got tricked by that sound clip even an hour ago when I was telling you I was trying to look it up. Because I could have swore Reagan said that. Nope, that wasn't Reagan.
See, yeah.
That wasn't a politician at all. That was Deltron 3030 in a song called Virus.
Wow. Boy, the human mind is a reliable thing, isn't it?
Goddamn Mandela effect. I could have swore I seen Reagan saying that.
Well, okay, you take all the famous Reagan clips and you take a soundbite like that resonates with you with that deep, voice. Yeah, it's easy to see where the connection's made.
Yeah, crazy.
Okay, do you ever recall remembering Pizza Hut having 2 T's in the name?
No.
See, I always did. I don't know why. That was one I always had. That was a personal one for
me. What kind of hut has 2 T's?
Jabba?
Maybe in Canada.
Jabba the Hutt? I think that has 2 T's. That's probably why. Maybe.
No.
I'm looking it up.
No.
I'm looking it up.
Fake news.
No, I'm looking it up. I gotta know now. Jabba the Hutt. Yep.
Jabba the Hutt.
Yes, 2 T's.
Star Wars Databank. Jabba the Hutt was one of the galaxy's most powerful gangsters. With
2 T's, Jabba the Hutt. Okay, that's probably why.
Awesome.
But I don't know. I always remembered like the sign in Geneva for the Geneva pizza had 2 T's, but it didn't. I'm just an idiot.
Yep, told you. Fake news. Didn't happen.
It didn't. It's
all
right.
bullshit,
it's
true. So what other conspiracies you got? I went through some that are real.
All right.
What other ones you want to look at? We talked about Denver Airport.
So we got a few
We've talked about New World Order a little bit. I know we've talked about Biggie and Tupac before.
One that kind of goes back to the flat Earth stuff, so that's not one we'll have to waste a lot of time on. But
I thought I was done with that.
No, you're never.
I took that challenge on. Damn it!
You're never going to be done with that.
I didn't want to do that one.
Frickin' funny. Australia doesn't exist. I might have mentioned this one before.
Neither does what was the other one? Was it Finland? Finland and Australia.
Oh.
Neither of them exist. I've heard that one.
Yeah, so, apparently Australia is just a made-up place that it's like a sound studio somewhere with actors that they pay to act Australian. And they just fly you to other places. Yeah, they pay actors to act Australian.
So if Australia's not really there, we're paying actors. Where do you think they actually fly them to? Where is fake Australia really located?
I don't know, Africa. But why? Why go through the trouble? Like, what's the payoff?
You wouldn't. That's why that's a conspiracy theory.
I don't get it.
Stupid as shit.
Why would you do that? I don't know. That just cracks me up.
What about a real one, or maybe one that might be a little bit deeper? How about like Building 7, Twin Towers, 9/11?
Ooh, that's That could get
Just
dark.
building, was it building 7 or building 6? It was
think
it was the third building that went down that nobody knew about, but it also housed the CIA and headquarters for like FBI and a whole bunch of other freaking NSA. And it went down, and when it got announced that the building had fallen, the newscaster's standing in front of the building and it's up behind her, and she's like, "We've just heard that Building 7 has gone down, or Building 6, whatever building I don't fucking remember."
Right, but was it just a...
No, it was behind her, and it was fucking.
Was it
behind
just
her.
a screw up that she said the wrong building?
I don't know,
So that's okay. That's the conspiracy. Got it.
but the also the conspiracies, they said it had fallen because of internal fires. Well, it didn't get hit by any planes, and it just happens to house the CIA, FBI, and NSA.
Okay.
So those who think that the Twin Towers was an inside job,
Right. Right. Okay.
that one's got a lot of street cred. I haven't looked that deep into it, but man, there's a lot of people that talk about that one.
Well, you would assume that it would have conjoining underground tunnels, if you will, to the other buildings and the World Trade Center. So if you've got a fireball shooting, straight down through the Twin Towers, I guess it's not out of the realm of possibility that it could shoot through an underground tunnel and up into the building and make it implode from within. That's just off the top of my freaking head.
Yeah, I don't know. What other ones you got?
This one, this could be a big topic. Actually, the whole John Benet Ramsey case, which
Isn't she supposed to be Katy Perry?
Katy Perry is actually a grown-up John Benet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta look.
What the hell? Yeah, actually, if you got an image of that.
I'll look this up. Let's see. I'm just curious because I've heard this. I've never actually looked at it. I've always wanted to because, well,
You like conspiracies.
yeah. Oh wow. Okay, I'm just gonna share this whole thing because it's got a whole bunch of profile pictures side by side. Let's see. 1 second here, folks. I'll get this pulled up. So for those just listening in, if you just do a John Benet, Katy Perry Google image search, and it shows just a ton of side-by-side images. And I don't know. That's weird.
That is weird. I'll give you that. But the thing is, like, she wasn't always dolled up. She was just like one of those naturally, like, pretty kids that looked like she was dolled up.
Oh, no. She was dolled up all the time. She was one of those pageant kids.
Yes, but, like, just naturally speaking, she didn't need all that caked on makeup. Like, I'm assuming Katy Perry has a ton of makeup.
What the hell is this one? Is it O.J. Simpson?
What is that?
Who is that?
Okay.
Who the hell is that? All right, I gotta open this up, folks. Sorry. So there's a side by side of a really ugly picture of Khloe Kardashian and O.J. Simpson saying they are the same person. Apparently,
What the?
I don't get it.
Where do people get this shit?
I don't know. And some reason Tom Cruise, and then there's Katy Perry. Okay. Sorry, I just had to see what that was about. Okay. So yeah, that's weird. That's one worth looking into.
Yeah, I like that.
That would be a fun one to go through, like timeline of their lives. Like where did Katy Perry come from, and when did she merge on the scene versus Jean Benet Ramsey?
Right. Obviously, a couple more famous ones. You got your Bermuda Triangle, your moon landing hoax, and then I don't know. This one looked kind of interesting. The Hadron Collider will summon an Egyptian god.
So I've never heard of the Egyptian god one, but I'll be honest because I'm kind of those of you who don't know, and even those of you who do know me pretty well, don't realize how like nerdy I am with science and how freaked out I am about the universe. Like for somebody who doesn't smoke pot on a regular basis, I am super paranoid about what's in space.
Right.
If you could jump in my brain, you would be freaked out by the thoughts that I have
Yeah.
on what's out in the universe, because I am freaked out every day.
Well, yeah, like we're sending up signals trying to get somebody's attention. Like that's the worst fucking possible idea you could have. Why would you do that? Because if they can get to us,
It's not that, Tony. That's not.
that's
That's not
terrifying.
even. That's not
That's
even close to
terrifying.
what I'm terrified about. I think of the natural velocity of some of these rocks that are flying through space, and I see
Oh,
all these,
yeah.
like little news clippings of, hey, close miss by this one that's the size of New York State. What?
Yeah,
Like
they
a
don't
rock
even
the
know.
size of New York State just whizzed by us, and we don't fucking know anything about it until 2 hours ago.
Yeah, how do we not know that? Because the
That
Earth is
scares
flat.
Yeah, because the Earth is flat. Because everybody's worried about that instead of
Yes.
hurling rocks that could kill us all like dinosaurs.
Well, yeah, we have no way to defend from that shit. That's terrifying.
So anyway, the Hadron Kaleidoscope, what they're attempting to do is like they're shooting subatomic particles at each other at such high speeds that in theory they're going to create a black hole. Well, guess what black holes do?
They suck things into them.
Yeah, into a nothingness void that no light can escape from. Why the
Yeah.
fuck would you want to do that?
Well, that goes on to the theory of life and matter are cyclical, and it's all on a big loop. Like once it ends,
Okay, so
it
that's
restarts
that's
again. That's the creation of the Big Bang.
That's
is
a
the Hadron Collider.
theory. So
Yes.
you want to test your theory by something that is mathematically proven to not let light escape. So let's test a theory. It's something we think might happen by creating something we know won't let light escape. So if light can't escape something, what do you think happens to everything else? So that when they first tested, I remember, I can't remember the day off the top of my head, but I remember I was at work and I was looking at my phone and I was reading this article and they're like, tomorrow
Yeah.
they're going to do the first test on the Hadron Kaleidoscope, and I'm like,
You're like, fuck, we're dead.
we're all fucking dead tomorrow.
Yeah,
I was
Yeah,
literally
it's scary
thinking that
shit.
all day long.
yeah, it's terrifying.
These are the
because-
thoughts that run through my head, folks.
No, I can totally I get it. I can agree. I'm with you.
I
100%.
walk into a restaurant and I look at exit doors to make sure I know how to get the fuck out in case somebody brings a gun.
You don't want to get Tony Soprano.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So yeah, apparently the idea on that.
Thanks for
theory
bringing that
is-
to me. Like I haven't talked about that in years. Not
yeah.
openly anyway. That shit
Well,
runs through
yeah.
my head every day.
This is an open forum for the craziest of shit, so
What
it's
the
not
fuck
like
is on my
anybody.
TV now?
I was gonna ask you, but you didn't have an answer for the countdown.
This
So
little Asian chick's like, what? Oh my god, is this one of those church things? I think she's gonna give a cross on somebody's head pretty soon and like make him fall over.
shit. Oh boy.
All right, I'm just shutting this damn thing off. This is weird.
Okay, good call.
Okay, you're gonna watch a blank screen. I don't care.
So yeah, I think that thing in itself, I mean, just not even summoning the god of Egypt, but I think that thing in itself is a interesting topic because yeah, it's terrifying. I mean, we're talking we're talking about transporting things, actual matter. This could actually be what transports one thing from this country to this country in the blink of an eye. Or yeah, it could just suck us into a black void, and that's that.
Yeah.
Horrifying.
Yeah. What about we still got to do a JFK one.
Yeah, we really do. We need to delve into that too.
What
And
about
did you get the-
non-conspiracy podcasts that we want to do?
Oh, what's the point?
So well, of course, Husker season's coming up, so that's going to take a lot of our podcast time. I'm sure we'll do a weekly breakdown or have some conversations at least about each game. We'll figure that out.
Indeed.
I'm sure that'll come naturally to us.
Indeed.
We got fantasy football coming up. I'm sure we'll kind of tack that in probably with the Husker thing week to week.
Yep. Yeah, we got a lot of fun stuff coming up. We got a lot of topics we just went over we can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. And obviously, we didn't even have a topic tonight. We just kind of winged it, and see, it turned out amazing because we're good.
Yeah. So anyway, future episodes, man, we got a load of different topics to go after.
I'm sorry, I can't.
I don't want to bank on sports and conspiracies though. We gotta.
No.
Yeah, when I look at our YouTube channel, you know what has been getting the most hits lately was actually Dyatlov, actually has been
Yeah.
slowly working its way up there.
It did. I noticed that.
Our college football players being paid is still the top.
Yep.
Top 25 video that we did chased right up behind, but that was probably a little clickbaity, so that's probably why it
Oh,
jumped
yeah,
up
yeah,
right
yeah.
with it, because it jumped
Yep.
fast.
Yeah.
But Dyatlov's slowly just been gaining and
Yeah.
catching up to both of those. So I thought that was really interesting. So maybe doing some of those deeper mysteries that others haven't heard of so much might, because that one was
Yeah.
crazy. That one was pretty crazy.
Oh yeah, that one's so in depth. There's so much stuff to talk about with that. And yeah, like you said, I noticed that the other day. I'm like, holy crap, that's really kind of climbing the ropes up. I like it. Did you get the book I sent?
Yes, I haven't got to
Okay.
read it yet, but I do
All
have
right.
it.
I just want to make sure it got to you.
Yes, it showed up within a day. Actually, the day after you text me.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
United States Postal Service. Good for you.
Yeah, it showed up on a Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'll be
South
damned.
Dakota doesn't fuck around on Sundays, yo.
All right.
I get
That's
my
good to
mail.
know. Yeah. Once you get through that, or you get even halfway through it, honestly, you're gonna be like, "Oh my god, we got to talk about this. This is bullshit. I'm pissed off. I don't ever want to watch a bowl game again."
Oh, I'll still want to watch them. I just
Well, yeah. But in the back of your mind, you're gonna hate it. So be ready for that.
probably. I suppose we start wrapping this up with maybe some news topics. What,
Yeah, hit me with a couple news topics. What do you got?
Did you see anything in the news this week? Anything crazy? Anything that
no,
caught your
honestly, I've been so disconnected this week from everything. It's been awful. Work's been awful. I come home, she's been working every night, so it's just me and the kids. And like I said, it's all Peppa Pig, and there's not a lot of interesting stuff happening there unless you like a bunch of cartoon characters falling over laughing at dumb shit.
Wow. Let's see what I got here. So many of us have seen the gentleman. I don't want to call him gentleman. The asshole that's been going into WalMarts and licking like ice cream and products.
Oh yeah.
They found out who he is.
All right.
Warrant
Let's
out for
lick
his
him.
arrest. $4,000 fine and up to a year in prison if he's convicted.
Good.
But they have a warrant out for him. They figured out who he is, and they're going after him.
Okay.
It's good.
That's good.
It's about time.
Yes.
Let's
Yeah.
see. What do we got here? This is an old one. I don't want to do that one. I'll just talk about it as I'm looking for another one. But a bank robber, he slipped a teller his name and address on a post-it note when he was holding her up. That's what you do. Is that what you do?
I don't think so. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. Maybe she was hot.
Let's go with that.
So one that I found on here. So this is a couple of days ago. This one came out. It's always a Florida man. You know you can
Oh.
type any name and
Yes.
Florida man into Google search, and it's something crazy every time.
I think there's like a game you can like type in your birthday.
Oh
and see
yeah,
what
yeah.
happen- yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I've done it. It works. Anyway, so a Florida man was charged. So he had ecstasy pills shaped like Donald Trump's head, and
Oh God.
so
Why?
is it a special kind of X?
Doesn't it all do the same thing?
Yeah. So anyway, discovered fentanyl in 5 orange pills shaped like Donald Trump's head. Later find they were, yeah, man, it was MDMA. That's some serious
Oh.
shit. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, somebody is making MDMA pills shaped as President Trump's head.
Because we needed that.
Yeah, apparently.
Finally. Now I can get my MDMA on. Or Madama, as I like to refer to it. When
Madama.
Yes, when I routinely do
Everybody's so
MDMA.
Madama.
Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, all about that MDMA.
Do you know how to get seagulls to stop stealing food from you?
No.
Do you know what kind of research it takes to figure that piece out?
I couldn't imagine.
Well, apparently in London, people have
God.
been fighting this for so long, and they've been so pissed because they steal their potato chips and sandwiches. And well, come to find out, all you have to do is stare at them. You just stare at them, and they quit eating your food.
That doesn't sound real.
Yeah. 21 seconds longer to approach a bag of chips when left apparently unobserved. Gulls are often seen aggressive and willing to take food from humans, so it was interesting to find that most wouldn't even come near during our tests when we were staring at them. So
Well,
it,
now I know.
it took us till 2019 to figure out, hey, if I stare at this bird, he'll quit trying to eat my damn food. Sorry, that was kind of dumb, but like that's the news week we've had.
I'm trying to give you a response, and I've got nothing for you, man. That's terrible.
Did we talk about the National Socialist Convention?
No, I think I'd remember that.
Oh my God, I thought we talked about this last week. But the gender pronouns and them getting mad at each other and screaming at each other in the middle of the convention?
I don't think we did.
Because the guy said guys?
No, I don't think we talked about
Oh my
that.
God. How did we not talk about this? All right, I'll make it halfway short since we're trying to wrap this up. So anyway,
He's got a kid that flipped around. Now he's upside down.
he's doing backflips and
Yeah,
in his sleep.
basically.
Yeah,
Yep,
it's-
pretty much.
Shouldn't have gave him that much crack.
No, not crack. No. I just gave him 2 beers and a shot of Jack Daniels.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck, he'll be out.
Oh, it's 2019. I didn't actually give my child booze. We just smoked a joint.
Yeah, because that's fine actually.
Hey, it depends on the state.
Yeah. Nobody knows where you live.
Yeah, I'm actually in Colorado. Yeah.
Just say you're in Washington. They all think you're Antifa and don't want to mess with you. Anyway, so this Democratic Socialist Convention, or I don't know, it's all the ones that are the he, her, him, hosher, all that crap, where you have to like announce your pronoun ahead of time and announce who you are. So they're having a convention and apparently these are safe places, super safe places, to where you can't even get loud and you can't make a lot of noise. So they don't want you applauding, clapping. They referred to things as hissing. So apparently they hiss at each other. I don't know. But it was weird. And they're like, you'll notice not everybody's applauding for me because we're doing this. So they're doing jazz hands to clap. So they don't
God.
make a lot of noise, because there's people with sensory issues and too much noise and too much overload of sensory. It's going to cause problems, and I need you to be quiet.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's a whole freaking room full of these. Anyway, so they're doing this convention. It was hilarious. So you got to look this up, National Socialist Convention on YouTube, and there's a whole bunch of highlight videos of it. But like one of my favorite parts, they're on like day one, and they're getting nowhere because they're all fighting with each other from the inside. So they're talking, they're going through this, and they're trying to be serious. They're really trying to push a real political agenda. And the lady's up on stage talking, and all of a sudden a guy comes up to the stage and goes, point of personal privilege. And she's like, yeah, sir, what's up? And he's like, and he says his name. He's like, he, him, himself. Guys, can we not be so loud? There's some of us that have sensory overload conditions, and all this noise and hissing and yelling really bothers me. Can we all just keep it down? I get we're excited, blah, blah, blah. And he goes on for a minute or two about shit like this. And then So he sits down. The lady's like, yeah, absolutely. Sorry about that. All right, let's keep it to a minimum. And then all of a sudden, this crazy whack job out of nowhere, she starts talking and moving on with the conference, comes out of nowhere and goes, point of personal privilege, point of personal privilege. Starts screaming from the back.
No.
And she's like, yeah. He goes like, could we please not refer to gender pronouns when addressing the whole audience? Well, it was because the first guy said guys. And so the second guy got pissed because he referred to everybody as guys. And so he pauses the meeting. It goes on for a little while. They go on about, and then the first guy comes back up and goes, I mentioned it earlier. We all need to be quiet because of the sensory overload conditions that some of us have. It's like, holy shit, go home. Go home. If this is too loud, go home.
You can't go home. No, you can't go home. You waited how long for this meeting? That's why they're there, to get
I want to go.
Get mad.
I want to go to one. I would just laugh
You're too
my
loud.
ass off.
You're too loud.
Oh no, I would just be I'd be loud giggling.
That's why I don't.
You know how many
say
times I
guys.
walk up to the mic and be like, point of personal privilege, point of personal
Yeah.
privilege.
That's why you just call people dude. Like everything can be dude. That's
Everybody's
gender
a
neutral.
dude.
Everybody can be dude. Inanimate objects can be dude. If I drop the remote, I'm like, dude, why'd you jump out of my hand?
No, point of personal privilege. That's masculine toxicity. What do they call it? Toxic masculinity. That's what that is. When you call me dude, that's toxic masculinity.
You're right. I'm trying to intimidate you via word choice.
Stop it.
Stop
I am
it.
sensitive.
Sensitive.
What's your shirt say? Daddy?
Yeah.
All I seen was daddy. That's all I need to see.
Did I offend you?
As strong as Hulk and as fast as Superman, as brave as Batman. You're my favorite superhero. Yay!
Yes.
All right, guys. I think we're gonna go ahead and call this one, and
Before we throw out any more derogatory words.
we're getting mouthy in the background. Unfortunately, we'll have to cut some of this out. So, my dream is we're gonna make like maybe like a Patreon page of the complete unedited cuts that won't offend all the,
No, will offend
or
everybody.
Well, anybody who would get offended, they would have to pay me money to get to it. So
That's what people do. They will pay money to be offended. And that's fine with
well,
me.
dude, let's do it.
Yeah.
I can
That's
offend
fine.
people if they want to pay me.
Yeah. That's how Howard Stern got famous.
Well,
People that hated him listened to him.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Anyway, so to wrap this up, any last thoughts and future topics, thoughts? We're a week away from Husker football.
We are 8 days away as of right now, so tomorrow will be a week.
So, by the time you folks see this, we'll be well into that final countdown. Next time you see us after this video, it's probably going to be a Husker recap.
Yeah, we are going to have to cover a lot of college football happenings after the first week wraps up. We'll have to wait to do this till probably, that first day's over so we can really dive into the upsets and all that good stuff.
Yeah, because, I got a couple of upsets predicted that first week. We can dive into those later. And then we got college or fantasy football draft and then poker night going on September 1st. I got to talk to the wife and see if I can make a surprise appearance, and maybe we can do get our podcast in on that weekend because we're gonna be in the area. So,
all right,
I'll see if I can sneak something by.
Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah.
I got nothing else, man.
No, I think we covered a lot, and we covered almost nothing.
Exactly, and it was fun. I had a good time. I don't care if anybody else likes it. I had fun.
Yeah, exactly. That's all that matters. It's for us, not you. Fuck you.
Love it. All right, folks. Like, share, subscribe as always. Don't get offended. We're just messing. We love you. We'll see you next week. Take care. Love you. Bye.
Night.